welcome back to this Let's Play of Deathmark. In the last episode we found out more about this canon soldier, started chapter 5, and there was a horrible experiment 50 years ago that was trying to use spirits to form a weapon in a secret bunker. So where do we go? We're down in the secret bunker. So let's now have a look at where we've gone. I was getting a little bit lost last time because I have my camera covering the map, but hopefully up here it won't cover anything, so hopefully that'll be okay. So let's carry on. When I step into view of an iron door that appears before me, the air clearly shifts. Goosebumps rise, a presence is approaching. There's an insistent beeping, like from a telegraph. Keep going, freeze, turn back. Keep going. I shrug and keep moving forward. Oh no. Live or die. The beeping becomes gradually louder, almost as if it's trying to tell me something. I don't know what you're trying to say. The sequence just keeps repeating. What in the world does it mean? Oh, you want me to say something? Heaven, soul, Buddha. Soul? Soul, okay. I hear a quiet voice. Point to your soul. To my head, my heart, my stomach. Oh, I don't know. Head. Yeah. Okay. The beeping suddenly stops. Survived. Oh, this is creepy. I don't like this. Oh. Seriously? Amazing. A real supernatural event. Oh, but it's creepy. Daimon seems pleased. Glad you enjoyed it. I'm sure this'll happen again, but there's no need to tell him that. Is it safe now? Yeah, probably. Then let's keep moving. Okay. Can we go in here? Oh, I didn't like that. That was creepy. It's set up in the same way as that operating room. This place must have been used for the same experiments. I hope there's an experiment's notes. Now, let's get searching. Oh my god, that really made me jump. Oh, I didn't like that noise. Oh. Ew, is that a body? It looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. The dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. It must have been cut with some kind of tool. Like the drilling that we just heard? That freaks the hell out of me. Ooh, what's this? I open the wire mesh door and peek inside, but I don't see anything. I go to close the door and see a paper stuck into the backside. Found a worn-out talisman. We love a bit of worn-out talisman action. Okay. What's in here? It's a metal cabinet. Some of the doors are open, but most are locked tight. Can we have a look? I search the ones that are open. I find a notebook titled Research Records. The letters in the notebook have faded, but I can still read it. The experiment miraculously succeeds. This divine protection. The aura statue ornated from ℏ𝕗 aura. Created by Line Statue Maker. Using chisel, donated by same family, severed head. Tool together becomes the key. Find our dearest wish. There's nothing else written. Got Research Records 1 and projectile short sword. Ooh. It mentions a chisel. Does it mean those used for sculpting? Yeah, most likely. It's hard to believe, but did they actually use that to sever their heads? Oh, well, that is a bit disgusting. It's unbelievable doing something like that. This got a bit weird. It was already originally weird. It's a cabinet with a glass door. Looks like something's inside. I open it and search around. I find bells attached to a handle and a notebook with a black cover. It's titled Disposal VAT Management Record. I flip the cover open. Disposal 200 super-dimensional, subtly iron door, half spiritualized. Hypothesize, focus, mystical forces need a sacred object to erase. Safety valve release code, Daimon. There's nothing else written. Got Kagura Suzu bells. Suzu bells even. Disposal VAT management record. What in the world are those notes going on about? Disposal? Half spiritualization? I don't understand half these words. Plus, those bells I found don't fit in this place at all. I close the notebook and put it in my bag. Just then, something tangles around my hand. Huh? It's a thin thread. It seems to be human hair. Of course it's human hair. It glitters pale gold in the light. Oh, it's my hair. What? The mark starts sucking at my blood. Ugh. I ignore it and instead stare at the shining hair, as if being pulled in. It's odd, but I get the real feeling that this moment... No, it's here, this place. I've been here before. Is his memories coming back? The mark grows more vivid. Oh, early dawn, a few hours left until death closes in. Ooh. Mumble, mumble, mumble. Someone mumbles right next to me. Wait, that's not someone else. That's my own voice. Huh? As I thought, it's here. The words pour out from deep inside. I have absolutely no knowledge or control over them. Memories that aren't mine, words and feelings I couldn't possibly know are falling from my lips. Check the disposal vat. It must be behind the wall. Felt weird when standing in front of the wall. Yashiki? What's this all of a sudden? The instant Daimon speaks, the voice stops. It's nothing. It's just remembering something important. Are you honestly alright? Those were some rather odd mumbles. I'm fine, really. Just spaced out for a bit. For better or worse, Daimon didn't clearly hear what I was saying. Ooh, he's going crazy. Still though, that voice. Could it be that my old self, the one I lost along with my memories, was talking to me? The feeling I got when I saw that golden hair. Maybe that's what triggered it. I could have heard the other guiding voice I haven't heard the other guiding voice for a while now. Yeah, because it was the bunny rabbit and the bunny rabbit's dead. I guess all I could do is rely on my old self. The disposal vat beyond the wall? The voice says to find that. New information was added to the spirit file in Lab 1. Let's have a look at what the spirit file tells us. In Lab 1, we find documents and a Kagura Suzu bell in the cabinet. The file says something odd. Spiritualize the door. Release with sacred object. The Kagura Suzu bell is probably considered one. We also learn the safety valve. Release password is Daimon. I'm bothered by a thin blonde hair found between the pages. The moment I wonder if a foreigner was here. Ugh, foreigners. Unconscious memories. I hear a voice saying, check the disposal vat. What the? It's not the usual whisper in my ear. It's my own voice. I have no control over my mouth as it moves on its own, and the fragment of my memory causing this. Are the fragments of my memory causing this? It keeps going. It's probably behind the wall. So weird. It's like I have some special power. Special power. Hold on. Yeah, special power. Okay, let's go. Out of here. So we've got to go back to where there was like walls. Is that the other crossroad? I think it was. Up here? I want to say it's this one. Ooh, a door. We go north at the intersection and... Huh? An outline of a door is flickering faintly in the wall ahead of us. Hey, look at that! Huh? What? Are you seeing odd things again? Huh? You can't see it? Unfortunately, no. Oh, he's got no spirit powers, does he? Looks like Daimon can't see the door. Mumble, mumble. That's the spiritual. My mouth begins to mumble words that I don't recognize all on its own. Opposite the spiritual with the spiritual. If you touch it with a tool that honors the gods. The flow of the words out of my mouth stops. Touch it with a tool that honors the gods? New info is added to the spirit file. Flickering half spirit door. What does this say? There's a passage beyond the intersection that looks like a dead end. An iron door flickers in and out, and for whatever reason, I'm the only one who can see it. I can't believe this. Do I really have some sort of spiritual power? Oppose the spiritual with the spiritual. So, do I have to use a sacred object? Or maybe sacred objects are effective against spiritual beings? Better remember that. So... outline of the door. Didn't we get like a bell of some sort? ℒ𝕗𝑒 bell. A bell used in ancient shrines, dance rituals. It has 3 sets of small bells, 7, 5 and 3, also called a Miko bell. It's meant to be used by shrine maidens. Does that... can we... I take out the Kagura ℒ𝕗𝑒 bell. Is just touching it okay? No, have to mumble mumble. Strange words spill from my lips again. It's the priestess tool. If a man displays spiritual power, it'll be destroyed. So touch it silently. Okay, so all I have is questions, but I have no choice but to trust the other me. Just touch the I touch the bells to the door, carefully making sure not to make any noise. So you can't ring the bells, you've gotta just touch it. Okay, cool. Then next instant the door physically appears. What? Wait, I'm not hallucinating, am I? I'm completely shocked. What magic did you conjure to do this? It just felt like it was the right thing to do. But I stare at the door. I sense an alarming presence. According to my own voice, if I can call it that, the disposable vat is beyond this door. I found some documents about it in the room with the operating table. It might be good to look through those. Let's be careful. That place is giving me a bad feeling. Okay, I'm gonna look through the disposal records. Item: dispose 200 super-dimensional iron door, half spiritualized, hypothesize mystical forces need sacred object to erase. Safety valve release code is diamond. Okay, so that sounds great. Let's just go inside. I push open the iron door and we head inside. This is creepy. Are those heads? Wow, this is amazing. That's creepy. On the other side of the door is a very large empty area reminiscent of a valve. Is this the disposal vat? It should be, but it's not quite what I expected. Something's on the ground. Looks like a sword. Got rusty army sword. Got all the weapons. I take what Daimon picked up. I shine the flashlight around the area. Are these heads of Buddha statues? They're kind of just scattered around. This might be a garbage dump. Just then. Huh? A sound echoes of something heavy moving, and suddenly the room is lit with a pale light. I have a rather bad feeling. Let's get out of here for now. I try to open the door to get out, but What? It's locked. Impossible. Oh gosh. Is that... Oh, it's water. A cutting coldness invades and envelops my feet. My head snaps up and I see water pouring into the room like a giant waterfall. Water? It's ice cold. A polar bear swim is not something I ever wanted to do. It quickly rises to our knees. I can't even feel my feet anymore. Water underground? We have to get out of here. We'll die of hypothermia. Diamond? Did you just shout diamond? Assume it's something to do with diamond. I have to remember what was written in those documents about the disposal of that. All I see near me are Buddha heads. Touch the diamond. Touch the diamond head. The only one that had diamond in it. My dyslexic brain couldn't read the rest. I touched the diamond arhat head. There's a heavy shudder and a sound of movement. The pooling water suddenly starts sweeping in one direction down the drain. Whoa! It's pulling us in. Survived. All I remembered was something about diamonds. That helps, I guess. When I open my eyes, all I see is darkness. Ugh. I quickly lift my head and rub my eyes. My vision slowly comes back. This is an intersection in the underground shelter. Looks like we were drained out with the water and flushed down a pipe. We were lucky. I very nearly breathed a sigh of relief, but then I remembered Daimon. Oh yeah, where's Daimon? That's right, where's Daimon? No need to be so worried. Huh? Haha, so it's you. It's been a while, you sneaky intruder. I kind of like this guy. I like this homeless guy. It's the old man I met in the passageway beneath Manhole Street. I tried to ask him about Daimon, but... My jaw is nearly locked and my voice is gone. Don't try to talk just yet. The water here comes straight from the Ⅎ𝑚 mountain range, so it's deadly cold. You were submerged in it for nearly an hour, so you'd be slurring your words for a while. Relax, relax, your friend's fine. So you, got somewhere to go back to? I nodded as I groaned. The old man's face brightens like the sun. Well, that's great. Not that I'm demanding a reward for saving you or anything. But I'm pretty darn hungry. The man eyed me, his smile sharp. Have you made another friend? We've made another friend. So he's not as grumpy as we thought. We get in the car, and even though it's the wrong season for it, I turn the heat on full blast. We dry off with towels and the like, but it doesn't stop our shivering for a long time. While this is going on, the old man... Phew, it's hot. Can I open a window? He's blatantly fanning himself in front of us. Oh yes, in a way we owe him our lives, but even so, he's being a pain. Hang in there a little while longer. Daimon shudders. You can see us shivering, can't you? How selfish can you get? It was an honest question, and it probably sucks for him, but we still keep the car like a sauna. After driving like that for a while, our teeth finally stopped chattering. The man's name is Ⅎ𝒂𝓐𝑒𝒃. That's how he introduces himself. But that obviously isn't his real name. And he sits next to me. Ⅎ𝒂𝓐𝑒𝒃 gives off a savoury smell, like fresh baked bread. It kind of cheers me up. Or at least it does for a moment, till I realise it's a sense of dried filth. Ooh, smells like bread. So, Ⅎ𝒂𝓐𝑒𝒃, what were you doing in a place like that? Ⅎ𝒂𝓐𝑒𝒃 remains silent. Are you listening to me? Don't feel up to talking yet. I'll tell you in exchange for food. I see how it works. I shouldn't be surprised. Life is rough. Wait. That should be my question. What were you two doing down there? It's a long story. I summarize everything we know about the spirits and the mark until I catch up to when we met him in the underground shelter. So that's how it is, He nods vigorously to himself. I wonder if you truly understand, old man. Daimon's doubts are reasonable, but Banshee waves a hand dismissively. Of course I do. What do you think I am? Who do you think I am? A terrible grudge is mucking up that underground shelter, and you guys are wrapped up in it now. His story suddenly sounds fishy. A grudge? Banshee, do you know what happened down there? I said I'm not talking about that yet. I was born into a noble family, so I've always had the ability to see things others can't. I stake my name, ℂ𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂, on it, so you can trust me. But that could be a fake name, so There's a terrible grudge swirling there, and you've gotten swept up in it. He's got nothing to base his claims on, but I get the feeling he's on the right track. In that case, O noble Lord Banshee, would you tell us? How do we overcome this whirlpool? Banshee replies with a magnanimous flourish. That should be obvious. Whirlpools always have a centre. You've got to find that. The centre? That swirling grudge and the spirit thing is that what you call it? The birth of the spirit? The head of the curse? The heart of the curse? Something like that should be left within that swirling grudge. If you look for that, I'm sure then... He trails off. He gazes at the dark road, his mouth hanging open. It's like he's run out of batteries. Then, what? What will happen? The black sky simply goes on forever before Banshee's eyes. Sounds suspicious. Why can't people just tell us what everything is? I guess that wouldn't make a very good or long game otherwise. Oh, that reminds me, Yashiki. Banshee calls out as soon as we enter the garage. Take this, just a little symbol of our friendship. Got underground shelter key. Is this the key for the underground shelter? I found it when I was popping in and out from that place. I held on to it. Well, I'll lend it to you for now, Yashiki. He just picked it up. Why is he acting like it's a favour? But I've no reason to refuse him. Thanks, I'll borrow it. Hiru walks up to us. Oh, welcome back. Learn anything? Daimon butts in before I can speak. Wait a second. You're not really considering. You haven't fallen for that suspicious old man's story, have you? Well, that's rude. If you want my opinion, a snotty punk like you should be trusted even less. Of course, Yashiki. You believe me, right? Of course. That's my good pal Yashiki for you. Well, I suppose if you're fine with it, then I wouldn't worry about it. Anyway, changing the subject. Good grief, can we just move on for talking about this? Banshee, you're hungry, right? The dining room should have something. Ooh, food! That's me. Banshee bolts out of the garage and vanishes into the mansion. Hiru gives me an exasperated look. Mr. Yashiki, you got a crazy one on your hands this time. I like him. I like his attitude. To appease the starving Banshee, I offer him some cup noodles and sweet buns. Yummy. The epitome of hunger, he greedily begins scarfing it down like a starving dog. ASMR eating and drinking time. That was enough for 10 people. He devours all of it, and I'm reminded of a high-powered vacuum cleaner. That's a little bit rude.
Excellent!
Excellent! I haven't been this full in forever. Glad to hear it. Mind answering some questions? Why are you down in the shelter? Well, that's an easy one. Because it's my home. What? Been living there ever since I found it 10 years ago. It's not too shabby a place. Keeps me out of the rain and no damn brats messing with me. Though it gets a mite cold in the winter. I don't know how to respond to that. Hero and Daimon seem to be the same. It was a paradise for me because no one knows about it, until a weirdo showed up 6 months ago. Some woman doused in perfume. It was winter, and I don't like stirring up trouble, so I just stayed away. That must have been 𝒫𝓁𝑒𝓃𝓉. I nod. This is my thought as well. That was a month ago. I figured she must have up and left, so I went back. But now there's something stranger. Which was a damn walking Buddha statue. I know I'm pretty out there, but even I was shocked by that. I even got this weird scar. Banshee removes the scarf, revealing the mark on his neck. You may not believe this, but that statue gave you that scar. I figured. It was the ℏ𝐿 after all. The ℏ𝐿? How do you know that name? Some documents I saw had it. It was an old plan to make a Buddha statue move with supernatural powers. Oh, okay. A heavenly Buddha project weapon. Are you nuts? Spirit powers making something move? That's insane. Now, Hiro, calm down. So, those documents that you found, are they still around? Nope, I burnt them for warmth. Oh no. I had a delicious roast potato too. How could you? Maybe take your own advice, Dr. Daimon? Our measure of common sense seems to be rather different than this strange old man's. It's fine, my noggin works different from most people's. I got it all memorized. As you say, just tell us. We need to know about the project. Story time! The Heavenly Buddha Project was the pet project of some general at the end of the war, so they built that shelter for it. Ta-da! The 13th Army Engineering Lab. To make the cannon soldier thing, they did tests on the Buddha statues. They were brought from some shrine or something somewhere. That must have been H Shrine. They did a bunch of stuff to infuse the statues with spiritual power. There was a monk from Tea Mountain's spiritual treasures from all over. But nobody thought anything to actually come of it. The project was just an excuse to keep that fanatical general busy. At least it was supposed to be. But one day, the statue started moving. It went berserk through the lab and went crazy on a ton of people. The bloodstains and old corpses in the shelter are probably the victims. Creepy! Some people survived, but they had a red bite-like mark on them. The thing went and wrecked the place then. It stopped and never moved again. No one knows what even triggered it. Ooh, spook. That's why everything gets said. No one's happy. Hiro and Daimon are as white as sheets. Daimon was already white as a sheet, so I probably am too. It's a hard story to believe, but he has no reason to lie to us. I think he speaks the truth. What? Are you kidding me? A statue going around killing people and cursing them? Impossible! Then how do you explain the mark on his neck? Logic would dictate that the moving statues he saw was the ℏ𝐿. Grr. The dormant soldier suddenly starts moving after 50 years? That might be the cause of mine and Hiro's marks. What if you flip that though? Both of your grandpas got the mark from the ℏ𝐿. When the soldier stopped moving, their marks disappeared, but with it started up again, you got them because you're their descendants? If that's true, then the children inherited their parents' fate. Suspicious. Hiro can't seem to muster up any kind of counter-argument. I think she's in shock. I want to ask you something, old man. You say the ℏ𝐿 stopped moving 50 years ago. But why? I think it was... some spiritual person used a thingamajig to do something. Thingamajig. So you have no idea. It's the most important part. Try to remember. It's not that easy, son. The mark might have made me forget. Taking his age into account, it's more likely just a complete slip of his mind. It seemed we must defeat the cannon soldier to be free of our marks. We'll have to figure it out on our own if he can't be more of help. You seem a pro at this, Yashiki. We'll be relying on you. I don't have spiritual powers or anything, but you've already faced down 4 different spirits, haven't you? A normal person wouldn't have survived. Now that he says that, I guess he's right. I've been hearing a mysterious voice for a few times and having weird premonitions. I even caught myself unconsciously talking when we were down in the shelter. Ugh, 'cause you're crazy. So where are you folks gonna do now? Good question. Investigate the soldier, investigate the statues, investigate the project. Investigate the project. Let's investigate the project in the shelter. I feel like there'll be a key to the mark. I guess we're going back in then. Yuri's still kind of sulking, but she at least recovered from her shock. We all share the same fate. It's too late to run away. Yep, you should find it there. The heart of everything that's causing the curse. You need that to stop the cannon soldier. That was my guts telling me. What are you going to do then? I'm full now, so I was going to take a nap in that park nearby. I'll sit and wait until you fellas do something about that soldier. Why doesn't he just sleep in the mansion? They've got rooms. Wait just a minute, you old fart. Rude. Didn't we just say that it's too late to run away? Okay, I get it. Well, you folks did feed me, so I guess I can help you. New information was added to the spirit file. The underground shelter's inhabitant. Let's do a save. Where should we save? Down there. Save. Bag. Cannon soldier. The underground shelter's inhabitant. Somehow we made it out of the freezing water trapped in the disposal vat and returned to the mansion with a strange homeless man calling himself ℵ𝒨𝒀𝒨𝒂𝓃. He's been living in that shelter and he has surprising info. He says that he saw ℒ𝒾𝓀𝓂𝓂𝓏 going in and out and then saw a Buddha statue walking around. He tells us of some research documents he had to burn for warmth. The Heavenly Buddha Project. They detailed something called the Heavenly Buddha Project, some mumbo-jumbo about using spiritual power to make a statue into a weapon. They gathered numerous sacred objects, including a massive number of statues from the shrine in ℏ𝐶𝑖ty. There was no way it would work. The war was almost over, but it moved. The spirit weapon named the cannon soldier moved. Moving cannon soldier. The soldier went berserk in the shelter and killed people. Those who escaped had a scar, most likely the mark. What's alarming though, hard to believe, is the walking statue Buddha ℵ𝒨𝒃𝓃, and that's when he got the mark, which means the cannon soldier is moving once more. That might be why Daimon and Hiru's descendants of those involved now have the mark as well. It's unclear what made the soldier move, past or present, but we have to find a way to stop it. Maybe there are records of how they stopped it 50 years ago. Banshee doesn't remember, only that some person with a spiritual power used something to do something. I guess all we can do is search the shelter. I have to trust both my past and present self. Well, now we're getting into the gritty lore bits of the mark. That's so exciting. And I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment down telling me what your favourite part was. And I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye!